We're back. It's MPJ, new rock album review show. I'm Nige, Paul, and Trish, and welcome to the show where we review all the latest rock albums that have been released. Hi, gang. How are you today?
Hello.
So, this is episode 5. 5 of 8 with you two, where we're reviewing the latest rock albums. Also, Andy and Dom, you're not here today, who are sunning off somewhere. So we today are reviewing Scorpion Child. I saw the end as it passed right by. Now.
Through me.
No, through me.
Passed through me, sorry.
You're doing really well today, Nige.
Nice.
May, April, by me.
What it is, right? What it is I'm just making sure you two are on the board. You know, you've got my back.
Passed right through it. It passed right through. It passed right.
I tell you what. My printout stops at right, and I'm going. Well, right by sounds about the right thing to say because it's cut off right through. My bad. All right, okay. Scorpion Child. Cool. First time reviewing the band. Paul. Let's start with you. Let's see if we can get some positivity from Paul this month. He's already ruined one Hall of Fame opportunity for somebody. Let's find out if he's going to do the same for Scorpion. Find out, Paul. What did you think?
So my vote might mean whether they get into the Hall of Fame or not. Is that what you're saying? Everybody else's votes are going to be such high standards.
I'm not saying anything, brother. I mean, I would never entrap you like that. I mean, for God's sake,
you'd never set me up for the fall.
Would I ever entrap you in saying that yours is a pivotal vote? No, I would never do that. Well, other than Thunder Mother.
What episode are we on for the month?
Huh? Sorry?
What episode are we on for the month?
This is episode 5.
Yes, viewers, listeners, and dedicated fans of this program. Listen to this program 4 of this month to see me set up. Yeah,
it could be 4 and 5. Who knows?
No. Okay, built as heavy rockers from Texas, Scorpion Child may be a band that you may not have heard of before. I hadn't. The simple fact is that they haven't been very productive over the last 10 years. For such an epic title, I saw the end as it passed right through me. Not by me, but through me.
Should be by me.
The album has a superb soundscape that is epic in every way. Apart from one key factor being the vocals. There are bands that have the vocalists blend in with the soundtrack. Excuse me for a second. A frog in my throat. And Scorpion Child is one of those bands. Unfortunately, Aryn's vocals are lost where they needed to be up front and not being overpowered by the rest of the band. Having said that, I enjoyed Be the Snake, The Shine, and the Starker tracks.
Did they hit your playlist?
Yeah.
Oh! Playlist. Did that frog in your throat pass by you or through you?
He echoed my opinion.
Well said. Love
and
it.
He wasn't a chocolate one, by the way. He wasn't a chocolate frog.
Not chocolate frog. No. Right. Now, will Trish have a sting in her tail? Scorpion?
Scorpion, yeah. Very good.
Thank you.
So, I need 8 tracks on this album. I was going to see how it delivered. For me, when an album is shorter on tracks, it really needs to grab you and pack a punch all the way through. This album does not disappoint and delivers on all levels. What a track outliers is. Stand out on the album for me if I had to pick one. The album is full of hypnotising vocals, guitar riffs alongside pulsating drums. The length of the tracks balance out the number of tracks on it to serve up 37 minutes of pure, heavy, dark melodic rock to this rock chick's ears. This album didn't pass through me. It grabbed me and stayed.
Did it stay by you? They must have stayed by you. So it stayed by you then.
Not stayed in the
Stay
night.
by me.
Yeah, right by you. See?
Right by me.
I called it.
Yeah, but I got a feeling it's going to pass right through you.
Well, it might not. So this type of album should be up there with, you know, some of the, you know, it's my sort of dark melodic kind of rock album. And it was a good album, and I did enjoy it, but there was something missing for me, whether it might be in the mood I'm in, whether Paul might be right, maybe the vocals were kind of down out. I think sometimes it did go big prog rocky for me. It was good. It was very good. It just didn't. I don't know. Just sometimes when you listen to an album and you can't, you really like it and you want to love it, and yet something is stopping that. And as I say, it could be the mood I was in. It could be a number of factors. But it's certainly, it's certainly in the mode of some of the great bands we've listened to in this sort of genre. And it just didn't quite up there. Maybe it was the vocals. Maybe they were good. They were solid, but they weren't like amazing. I don't know. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I enjoyed the album. I didn't love it. I think it's probably the right thing there as well. But definitely heavy, definitely melodic, and definitely worth a listen to for certain. So if they score more than 4, and so far...
I was just wondering, perhaps you should get a new printer. Because
what's that, Paul?
If you knew that the album was passed right through me rather than by me, it might have,
It might have.
different,
You're
different
right.
perspective.
I expected it to be by me, and it went through me, and maybe that was the missing ingredient. You're absolutely right. Anyway,
so I'd like to make a small announcement.
Go on then.
To our viewers, if they want Nigel to be a better presenter and performer on this thing, donate money so he can buy a better printer, so he can actually
Go fund me.
titles of
Well,
albums.
if only if they liked and
it's pretty
subscribed.
fair.
Yeah, maybe if they just liked and subscribed it, then I would be able to afford a better printer.
Yeah.
And maybe just,
Or
or
YouTube
maybe learn
would.
to use Excel and then lengthen the columns a bit. Maybe that might help. Maybe that might help. Or maybe bands shouldn't put such a long title, and it would fit in with a column that I print it out in. So I'll blame the band, Paul. Blame the band.
No, you can't. Never blame the band.
All right, we won't blame the band. Okay, so if nobody's done it yet, but if they score more than 4, they get into a Hall of Fame. Let's start off in negative fashion, and let's start with Dom. Dom, give this a 3. Okay, so didn't dislike it, didn't love it, give it a 3. Trish, what did you give this album?
5.
5 from Trish. Get in there, Trish. Well done. That's amazing. Me and Andy both give this a 4. We're pretty much solid stuff. Now, if Paul were to give this album a 4 or above, they would get into the Hall of Fame, Trish. Trish, listen to me. They would get into the Hall of Fame if Paul gives this album a 4 or more.
I feel history repeating itself.
I don't know what you mean. This is episode 4, everybody.
No.
Paul, what?
Well, I gave it a 4. Of course I did.
Of course you're silly me. Of course you
Whoa.
can. It must be my printer, brother. Are you right? I need another printer. I definitely need another printer because that's not on my printout, brother. What did you give this?
It's not a bad printer, no.
It's terrible printer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you actually give the album, Paul?
I give it a 3.5.
So once again, it gets to 19.5.
On a roll, mate. On a roll.
Once again, it gets to 3.9. Just short of the Hall of Fame.
God damn you, Paul.
Paul, you are the bane of the Hall of Famers.
Well, that's all I can say is I know Trish is going to put this on a wish list to put it into the.
But she can't,
final.
Paul. It has to be. It has to get more than 4 to get into our shortlist. It has to get 4.
it?
Yeah. It's got to have a minimum of 4. It has to be at least in the Hall of Fame to get on the shortlist.
Thanks,
So
Paul.
it's not happening, Paul. And that it's a sting in the tail.
Woo!
What can I say? Anyway, listen, all serious, cracking album. Check it out and see what you think. Leave a comment. Do you disagree? Do you agree? And hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much to Paul and to Trish. Thank you very much for everybody for listening. And keep on rocking!